Look, you gotta stop running from your background responsibilities, okay? Your characters are so sad. Just look at them, they want a place to live in. Wouldn't you be sad if you were homeless? So right now we are gonna change that with a little art challenge for you. There's much more about that in the end of the video, so stay tuned. Why are you not giving your characters backgrounds? Is it too complex for you? Is it too hard for you art babies out there? Stop being so lazy and get to work, okay? No. Oh my god, I'm so sorry. Was that too harsh? No. Come here. Come here. I'm so sorry. For real, I'm gonna help you to kind of break down backgrounds so it gets easier to create. If you do this, your characters are gonna be so grateful, I promise you. Does this kind of background scare you? I mean, because of all that little leaves and details? No, it's not leaves and it's not trees, it's just shapes and colors, okay? I see a shape here. I see a shape here. And I kind of see a shape here following the leaves. It's just all shapes, okay? And I know it looks complex, but start with simplicity. So when you're doing a background, start with the simple shapes, the big shapes, and just flat, simple colors. And you can add more and more detail as you go. This kind of background used to scare me a lot, but again, it's just shapes. I'm gonna show you. Here's a shape. That's a shape. We have a shape here. We have a shape here. We have a shape there. We have a shape here. Just shapes, okay? But Ellen, what about all that text, all that small text? How do you create that? That's so overwhelming. I know. It seems scary, okay? I'm gonna pull up a drawing from Sam Does Art. He's a really good artist and he's really good at creating those really engaging environments with very little detail. The focus is, of course, on the characters in his work. So the most detail will, of course, be in this area around the character. And as we move back in the painting, you see like there's some gibberish here. It's not real words. He's making it look like there's a lot of detail, while that's actually not. Something that Sam does a lot as well is that he's not perfectionist about his backgrounds, because if this were to be perfect, they should follow this straight line. And you can see they don't, but this actually creates some interesting shapes and interesting backgrounds. I apologize that I don't know who the artist is. I just found this on Pinterest, but just look at the flowers here. They're really, really basic. And as you move back in the painting, all those little flowers back here, I don't believe they're painted all individually. I think it's a brush they used to like create the illusion that there's all these little flowers, but it's actually just a textured brush, especially way back here. It's just a textured brush that creates that illusion of detail. Something I started doing a little while ago was that I started with creating the background first and then the character. It makes it easier for me to make the character fit into the environment when I already have the environment, because then I know the colors and I know the lighting scenario and the overall mood, and it's just easier for me to pick colors and shading and all that for my character. I used to do it the other way around, but it was always like, okay, now I have this fully painted character, I'm happy with it, and I would be like, okay, maybe I should add a background that would give it some life, and I would do so, but it was just, it didn't fit in that often. So just to sum up real quick, view every like reference photo you find of a background as simple shapes and simple colors. Try to break it down. Try not to be overwhelmed about all these little details and objects in the photo. Just focus on the big things first, and you can always add more and more detail as you like. The further away something is, the less detail, or the more you create the illusion of detail. Sometimes less is more. Lastly, do the background first and then the character. I do make a sketch with the background and character, but I render the background first and then I render the character. For me, it makes it way easier, and maybe something that will make your life easier too. So now that we've covered all the tips, I want to talk about the little art challenge I have. The challenge is all about creating backgrounds for your characters. You are allowed to just do a background to practice. If you're feeling like adding the character is a little overwhelming right now, that's totally fine, but I recommend you try and do both a background and a character. The challenge runs from today to the 4th of October. And that is really just the deadline if you want to be featured on my channel and you want me to give a little feedback on it, including my video and all that. But you can always join at a later point. It will be available forever. So don't stress about it. It's just if you want to be featured. You can post the results in the Artist Cafe, my Discord server, under the tab Challenges. Like I have a whole category just for my stuff. There's a tab for challenges, and I will be making a thread you can post it in. And if you post it on either Instagram or TikTok, please tag me. My handle is right here, and that's both for Instagram and TikTok. I hope you will enjoy the challenge. If you feel like you need any more help and a little bit more in-depth tutorial about how I created this piece, you can go to my Ko-Fi, where I have a walkthrough, like a step-by-step. It's 10 minutes. I'm just explaining what I'm doing and also about why I'm doing it. So yeah, if you need some more help, you can go to my Ko-Fi and become a member, and you will have access to the video. I don't think there's much more left to say than have fun creating.